Hello, welcome back to the mat. I am Paige. This is Yoga with Paige. If I have not seen your face here before, welcome. And welcome to our practice today where we focus on reversing some posture. So bad or incorrect posture can result from various different things, from aging, illness, anxiety, sitting too long, hunching over our devices. All of these different things can lead to bad posture, as well as weakened muscles. So today we are focusing on opening up through the shoulders, reversing that slouching effect as we work through the spine, work through our lower body, because all of these things are connected. So depending on why your posture is a little bit slouchy, we can focus on different areas of the body to reverse this effect. So I feel like a lot of people don't realize that if you have a tendency to feel very anxious, if you're a very anxious person, more than likely you are not sitting up like this. You are not greeting the world like this because you feel anxious. You feel kind of scared, and that manifests in the physical form of the body in a way that doesn't look like this. It instead kind of looks like this. It is your natural instinct when you feel anxious or scared to curl in, to kind of huddle into yourself. So if you're an anxious person or dealing with these feelings, you are probably, maybe you're not even realizing it, you're probably sitting most often in any position with a little bit more of hunched shoulders. Your shoulders might be more up towards your ears, and you might have a little bit of a rounding in your back, which obviously affects everything else. So we are focusing on lifting up, and this goes for computer desk work as well. But this is not only the shoulders that are affected. When we sit in a prolonged time like this, our core, our quads, and our hip flexors are very, very important in the role of posture and standing up very straight. So if these are weakened, as they are when we sit for a long time, they go unused and they get a little weakened. So if our glutes, our quads, our core are weakened, we are not going to be standing up as tall and as straight as we should be. So as we practice today and we work through our breath, kind of releasing any residual tension we're holding, before we dive into these postures that will ground you, we'll get close to the floor more at the end of our practice. The first half of our practice, we will work on reversing these areas that we just mentioned. We'll tighten up the core, really suck the navel into the spine as much as you can today. And we will reverse some of the slouching, opening up through the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together, really starting to build up strength in the back body along the sides of the spine, in the shoulders, in the core, and the glutes. Of course, there are ways in your daily life that you can, help reverse this posture, like taking a break from your work. But yoga can benefit this in so many more ways by bringing mindfulness and awareness to the body. So even as you are sitting at your desk, maybe you become a little bit more aware of your posture, of your hunching, and it allows you to take a breath, roll those shoulders back, drop them down from the ears, and over time, this will help you to reverse that slouch and stand up taller, more confident, build up more self-esteem for the years to come. Because if you don't feel confident now, if you fake it, there's that saying, fake it till you make it. If you stand up straight and pretend like you're confident, you'll probably feel a little bit more confident. I tend to do that sometimes. So we will fake it until we make it, but today we are going to help ourselves get there. And after this long introduction ramble, we can begin whenever you are ready, standing at the top of the mat in a nice mountain pose, grabbing any blocks if you would need to, any water, and we can begin. And finding our first position today in mountain pose. Taking multiple rounds of breath here, coming into the body, finding your sense of awareness, You're in the here, you're in the now. Grounding down through the feet, really pressing into the mat, pressing into the surface beneath you, all the way down to the earth. Lifting up, drawing a line up through the crown of the head, releasing the shoulders. Take a nice shoulder roll back, drawing the shoulder blades slightly together as palms reach forward. Standing up nice and tall, gently squeezing in the glutes, already activating through the core here. Feeling fierce, powerful at the top of the mat. Listening to the sound of your breath. Relaxing a little bit more with every exhale. And with this next breath, take the biggest one yet. Really fill the body, the lungs with air. And then draw the navel in as you exhale it all out. Taking the hands behind the lower back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, take the hands down to help you lift the chest. Really reaching the shoulders down the back. Expanding the heart center. Keeping awareness on your breath as we move today, allowing it to help you. Your breath is your friend, it is your tool. One more big inhale. And on this exhale, bend the knees, draw the belly towards the thighs as you use the hands over the head to help you fold. Nice big bend in the knees, taking the arms over the head, gently rolling forward. Feeling the blood rush to the tippy top of your head. Notice what you feel in the body here. Allow the shoulders to open. And exhale carefully. With control, release the fingers. Let the arms come down, grasping opposite elbows, and really just let yourself go. Release all tension. Maybe you find a slight little sway here. Really shake it out. Make sure you're not holding anything. No force. Listening to your easy breath. If it ever becomes not easy or forced, you can always dial back. And releasing the elbows, coming into a little forward fold twist, planting down the left hand or the fingertips coming up onto a block, bending the left knee. Inhale, peel the right arm up to the sky. Big twist. Gazing up at your fingertips as you spread them wide. Maybe reaching the arm behind you a little bit, opening up a little bit more through the front of the chest. We're looking to expand today. Exhale, last breath. Coming back to our forward folds to reset. Bending the right knee. Inhale, peel the left arm up. Reach for the sky. Extending through the arms. Making them long. Two more breaths. And exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees, roll up as slow as you can. Taking the fingertips
to the ankles, letting them draw up the calves as you slowly round through the back, lifting up, pressing through the feet, unrolling each vertebra one at a time,
coming back to our nice mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms meet, interlace the fingers, pointer finger reaches up. Exhale, over to the side. One more breath. Reaching back up on your inhale, and exhale the other side. Keeping your chest lifted, squared to the front of the room. As you reach through the arms, really finding length in the side body. Back up through center. Release the hands. Inhale, spread them wide like a nice little V. Really reach up, maybe lifting the chest forward. Really breathe in that air. And exhale, hands come together. They come to heart. Bring it all in. Take a moment here to just notice how you feel before we begin moving the energy around with some sun salutations. Finding a few breaths. Always coming back to the breath when your mind wanders. And as we find a few more breaths, we are preparing for a modified sun salutation A little chaturanga thrown in there. So be gentle with yourself on the first one. We'll flow through about 3 rounds. It's only a slight little change. Inhale, reach the arms up nice and high, palms meet. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, not stepping back to plank, this time coming through tabletop first. Inhale, cow pose, drop the belly, press through the hands. And exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Changing it up today. Take this first downward facing dog with a few breaths, pedaling out through the feet, really reaching with the fingertips, letting the head hang between the biceps. Find one breath of stillness, really reaching the heels down, find length, and breathe. Find time to be. And gaze at your hands, bend the knees, carefully walk up to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reaching through the crown. And fold. Root to rise. Big breath in. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, shoot the hands up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And our tabletop. Nice neutral spine. Before inhale, chest comes forward, press through the tops of the feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gazing at your hands, hopping or stepping up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms up nice and high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, shoot. Gazing up, and exhale, dive down. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, tabletop. Cow pose. And downward facing dog. Staying in this downward facing dog, or we have an option to come down onto the elbows into a little dolphin, pressing away from the hands. Really find space between the fingers. Breathe. Meet yourself where you're at. Just a few breaths here, about 2 more. And if you were in dolphin, carefully press up onto the hands and make your way to the tippy top of the mat. Coming up, standing tall. Taking a breath, feel the energy we just created here. When we meet back in mountain pose, we ground down through the left foot, raise the right, step it back, carefully coming into a beautiful high lunge. Reach the arms up, sinking the hips down, but still nice and firm, reaching this right heel back, creating a lot of space in between the legs here. We want a nice strong foundation, squaring the hips, maybe place the hands on the hips if that'll help you kind of readjust your posture. We don't want to dip one hip more than the other one. We want them nice and square, and if you feel like you're kind of wobbling, scoot that left foot out a little bit more. Give yourself a little bit of more space. We're here for a few breaths. Maybe taking some cactus arms, anything that feels good here. This is your practice. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come together and we twist. Elbow comes to the outside of the knee, pressing into the knee, pressing into the hands to help yourself twist. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Noticing the wringing out happening in the lower back. And taking this next transition with the strength that I know you have. Carefully stepping up into a revolved chair. Beautiful. Sinking those hips low. We're building strength. Breathe through it. And on your next in breath, face the front of the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose. One more breath, you got this. Roll the shoulders back, stand up tall. And exhale, straighten the legs. Maybe shake them out a bit. Taking the other side. Ground down through the right foot. Pick up the left. Send it back. Nice high lunge. Take your time to find your position. This is a loving, sweet practice. No rushing, no forcing. Just love. And breathe. Finding another breath here. And on your next exhale, carefully twist. Enjoying the feeling and the sound of your breath as it invigorates you. We want big, big breaths here. No short, quick breaths. Amazing. And trying to step up to the top of the mat, coming into our revolved prayer twist, chair pose. Breathe through it. You got this. You got this. We're building up that confidence. We're building up that self-esteem. You can do it. You can do hard things. Beautiful. Are you shaking yet? Inhale, back up to chair pose. One breath here. Sink down. You got it. My legs are quaking too. Feel the burn. Enjoy the burn. And exhale, this time sink the hips low. Maybe take the fingertips to the mat if you need to, coming onto the bum. And carefully roll onto the back. So probably feel amazing right now. Preparing for bridge pose. Plant the feet down, hip distance apart. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath. Palms down, grounded onto the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, squeeze through the glutes, lifting the hips. Holding here. This is such a balancing pose for all of your chakras. Great for the spine, for the glutes, the quads. Building so much strength. Lift them a little bit higher. And 5, 4, 3, higher, 2, 1, release the hips, hug the knees into the chest, give yourself some love, squeeze the knees in. Find a little gentle rock side to side, massaging that lower back. Beautiful. And keeping your arms around your knees, we can find stillness and then begin to kind of rock up and down. Take your head up towards your knees, and if you can try to rock up into a boat pose. Hold here, bring the chest in. Maybe we wrap the arms behind the thighs here, holding in but still activating your core. This is our ab work time. Breathe, maybe extending the legs. You got this. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And release. Coming into a nice easy seat, crossing the feet at the ankles, scooting to the middle of the mat. Finding your position here. Settle in. And then raise the arms in front of the chest. Coming into some eagle arms. Crossing this right arm underneath the left. Scooping. We can stay here, grabbing onto the shoulders. We can raise the arms, or we can try to meet palms. Focusing on expanding in the upper back. Hold here for 2 breaths. And then on your next inhale, raise the arms up. And exhale, round through the back, bringing the elbows down towards the legs. One more time. Coming back up to center, releasing the arms and taking this right hand overhead, big side body stretch. Left comes to the mat. Using this left hand to press through the mat and then reach this right arm over. And exhale, let this right arm fall to the left knee, finding a little twist. Still no forceful movements here. Back to center and taking the other side. This time the left arm comes underneath, finding your version of this upper back opener. Ooh, something just popped in my shoulder. Finding that connection of breath and body and mind. And on your next inhale, reaching the arms up or the elbows. Exhale, draw them down. One more breath like that. Letting yourself unravel. Coming back up, uncross, and the left hand shoots overhead. Still rooting down with the sit bones. Chest is up high. We're here. We're not afraid to be here. You are perfect exactly as you are. There is no need to change anything. Exhale, coming into your twist. A gentle, loving embrace for your back, for your mind. And coming back through easy seat, making your way into child pose, where we are ending this practice here with some minutes in child pose. So find your most comfortable position. We'll play some background music here and just allow yourself to breathe, to be in this moment. Bring yourself back whenever your mind wanders. Allowing all of the benefits of this practice to really seep in through your skin, through your muscles, your tissues, down to your bones, the very essence of your being. Finding gratitude for the movement of your body, the ability to move the body that takes such good care of you. Sending yourself love for taking this time, for being here and showing up for yourself. That's all we can ever do, is show up and do our best. That's all you ever need to do. Letting the tongue fall from the roof of the mouth, opening up the back of the throat, making your exhales a little bit louder. Hearing the oceanic sounds in your breath. Mirroring our connection to nature, to all of the energy within and surrounding us. As you continue to breathe lovingly, carefully, exhale, press through the hands, lifting the head, walking the hands up, bringing the knees together if they found themselves widening. And as we end this practice here together, I want to take one breath to thank you for showing up for yourself and for choosing to practice with me. The light in me honors the light in you.